Good morning, class. Our topic this morning is about non-destructive inspection or non-destructive testing. Okay, by the way, what is non-destructive testing? Non-destructive testing is a method that will detect the defective parts and assemblies while avoiding any damage to serviceable items during the course of inspection. Okay, and then the one who will perform this non-destructive inspection is a technician where have an experience, or he is already highly trained or specially certified for this type of inspection or testing. Okay, then we have an additional information of non-destructive testing which can be found in advisory circular the advisory circular is a type of publication offered by the FAA to provide guidance for compliance with airworthiness regulations, operational guidance within the codes of Federal Regulations 14. Okay, then we have also a general techniques in non-destructive inspection. Okay, what is the general techniques? First, we have to follow the preparatory steps in accordance with procedures specific to the type of inspection. Okay? So, naatay i-follow nga mga steps before we will proceed for the test. Okay, number 1, we have to clean the parts or areas no atong limpyuhan before we conduct an inspection or testing para madali makita. So dili pud pwede na mo testa without cleaning the areas or parts. Okay, we have to put a like for example a dye or a floor. Then we have also to, some parts are removed, like for example the aircraft engine. So and then we have to strip the protective coating. So like for example if naa siya pintal, kinahanglan atong i-strip haon na to aron to provide ng better result, or mao gyud na siya procedure nga limpyuhan para mo absorb ang iyahang kanang liquid penetrant prior to testing. Okay, and then after that we have to conduct a visual inspection. So by looking the suspect area with bright light, magnifying glass, and a mirror if required. No, so during the visual inspection kinahanglan mao man gyud nay ato ang murag atong dala ang magnifying glass o kanang imuhang bright light. And then we have here the borescope. What is a borescope? A borescope is a videoscope or an optical tool which view the areas that not visible, or this is a device that enables the inspector to see inside the areas that could not otherwise inspected without disassembly. Okay, without disassembly. So like for example the whole aircraft, the whole reciprocating engine. So kung if you have a suspect nga nagsuspect mo nga naay mga defects inside the, like for example the cylinder wall, the bulbs. So if ever you have to disassemble it, it takes time to disassemble. So we have a device use in order to detect the defects without disassembly. Okay? No, for example, sa reciprocating engine cylinder, so you have to get off the spark plug. No, tangtangon itong spark plug. Pagkahuman, iba na open hole anang niya. No? So, ana na to, we have to insert the boroscope in the spark plug hole. Then, that's the time nga ma-insert na nimo, pwede na nimo makita ang sud sa imuhang cylinder. So, if ever na ay crack or damage sa imuhang piston, sa imuhang cylinder walls or bulbs, makita nimo pinaagi by using the boroscope. Then, the same also with the turbine engine na naa sa imuhang igniter, you have to remove the igniter or remove the axis plugs. Then you have to install the boroscope for inspection purposes. So makita nimo ang sulod sa engine nga wala ka nag-disassemble, wa nimo gitangtang, no? Kung imuhang tangtangon mo taas ang iyang oras nga magasto. Then naay paagi, mao ni paagi nga sayon kung naa kay mga suspected areas nga naay mga cracks or during sa inspection. Okay? So mao ni ang boroscope, optical tool, no? Device that enables the inspector to see inside areas that could not otherwise be inspected without disassembly. Okay? So this boroscope have configuration. So naa siya ay duha ka klase, ang rigid type, which is the small diameter telescope with a tiny mirror. No? Mao na ang primero. Mao na ang iyang pinamurag simple. Ang ikaduha, using fiber optic that enables greater flexibility. So mao na siya imuhang iso dito sa inside portion of the engine. Then that is connected to a monitor. Makita nimo sa monitor ang iyahang areas nga iyahang ma-view ato sa ilaw, no? Then some of the boroscope include a light to illuminate sud sa imuhang gi-inspection. Okay? So mao na ang boroscope. Then next is a liquid penetrant. So the liquid penetrant used to detect crack and porosity. So mao ni siya mo detect kung naay mga liki dili na to makaya pinaagi sa mga magnifying glass or sa atong human eye. So there are some fine defects or fine cracks nga dili makita sa atong mata, di makaya makita sa atong mata o sa magnifying glass, no? Then kaning porosity, but pasabot kanang buwid ang iyahang murag surface, murag anikwa ana ba nay di gantang o murag dili even ang iyang surface, nay murag sa kuan pa murag nay nalibaong or something like that, no? So to detect crack and porosity. So this liquid penetrant kasagaran gigamit ni sa mga non-porous material. So mga aluminum, titanium, ingon ana. Unsa man na murabag kana bang ang non-porous metal cannot absorb liquid, unlike sa porous metal nga mura there is a pore nga mura siya nay murag mo absorb siya adto nga liquid, nay murag pores. Okay, nay murag mga sa kuan ba ato ang lawas na mga murag buho aning mugawas atong singot. Okay? So mo nay diferensya sa non-porous o porous. So mo ni ang iyang main disadvantage is the defect must be open to surface in order to let the penetrant get into the defect. So gigamit ni siya ang liquid penetrant kay if ever na ay mga crack or porosity or defect on that metal, mo sud ang iyahang penetrant. Okay? Musud ang imuhang penetrant. Then we have here a kanang mga kit, no? Natay duha ka example aning using liquid penetrant. Ang liquid penetrant ni gamit ni siya og kaning gitawag na to og dye penetrant, no? Tina, no, dye. Two types, dye penetrant o fluorescent penetrant. Okay? I already sent videos sa ato ang group chat. So sa visible penetrant kit consists of dye penetrant, dye remover emulsifier, and developer. Then the fluorescent penetrant inspection kit contains a black light assembly, spray cans, cleaner, and developer. Okay? So we have here the steps performing a penetrant inspection. So as I've said earlier, katong ingon ko kinahanglan nga you have to clean the metal surface. So dili pwede nga mo proceed tag inspection without cleaning the parts or the metal surface. Then after that, you have to apply the penetrant, then removing the penetrant with a remover emulsifier or cleaner, or pwede og tubig, then drying the penetrant part, then applying the developer, then inspecting and interpreting the results. Okay? So please refer to the video that I've sent in the group chat aron makuha or masabtan gyud og unsa ning dye penetrant o fluorescent penetrant. Okay? Then we have here also ang the interpretation of the result. Okay? So the interpretation of the result, we have basic principles applying to the penetrant inspection. Okay, the penetrant must enter to the defect in order to form an indication. It is important to allow sufficient time so the penetrant can feel the defect. The defect must be clean and free of contaminating materials so that the penetrant is free to enter. So naana siya murag dwell, gitawag siya og dwell time in order to penetrate that maka-penetrate ang imuhang liquid penetrant. Then after that, all penetrant is washed out of a defect and then an indication cannot be formed during the washing or rinsing operation prior to the development. It is possible that the penetrant will be removed from within the defect as well as from the surface. Then clean the cracks are usually easy to detect. Opening that are uncontaminated regardless how fine are seldom difficult to detect with the penetrant inspection. Okay, there are 8 basic principles applying to penetrant inspection. Okay, but on the video that I've sent to you in the group chat, klaro ang iyahang pag-perform. So nasa mga procedures kung unsaon niya pag-perform sa dye penetrant and fluorescent penetrant. Then we have here also the types of defects, the type crack or partially welded lock. So this one is the crack or similar opening. Then the other one is the tight crack or partially welded lock. Then the third one is pitch of porosity. So these are the three types of defects. Then we have also here the false indication. No? The first condition involves cause by washing. So kinahanglan nga tarungon pud nato og hugas kay og dili nimo siya ma-wash out ang iyahang penetrant ibutang mag-leave to siya nga mauna siya imuhang magpabilin nga mauna siya murag kintahay nga maoy defects, pero dili di ay na siya tungod sa imuhang sayop or poor ang imuhang washing, kuwang sa imuhang paghugas. Di pod nimo palabian kay basin longer time ang imuhang pagwashing hantod nga makuha ang imuhang penetrant nga naa instead na sa crack. And then another false indication created where parts press fit to each other. No, if a wheel is press fit onto a shaft, penetrant will show an indication at the fit line. So this is perfectly normal since two parts are not meant to be welded together. Indication of this type are easy to identify since they are regular in form and shape. Okay, so please watch the videos and then we will meet around 9:30 this morning or 10 o'clock. Okay, if you have any questions regarding this topic and our previous topic, so you can ask later. Okay, thank you and good morning.